Welcome to Dracula's Guest. Dracula's Guest is an interesting story. In fact, I find it curious that the title is in fact Dracula's Guest. Because after all, that's what Jonathan Harker is. If you are familiar with the book Dracula, this is the first draft of the first chapter of the book. The book retains Jonathan Harker and Dracula, and that's it. What is really curious about this piece is that it is written in first person. We see the story only through Harker's eyes. He is an Englishman lost in Germany. In a sense, you can kind of feel Harker's fear at times. He knew very little of what was going on around him. He is stubborn. He is headstrong. He is determined to go down that lonely, dark road to the lost village. He realizes what day it is when he gets there, and that is called Walpurgisnacht, and that's a bit of German there, and it means night of the Walpurgis. My German is not always good. Basically, it's the night when evil runs rampant. While he is in the cemetery, he experiences many frightening situations. Indeed, the weather plays a very significant part in the story. A good bit of the story occurs at night, obviously when it's dark. A violent storm comes up. We have hail, cold, and wind, and lots of all three. In fact, the weather does act as a kind of character, and Harker must overcome the weather as much as he can. He also encounters the mausoleum. After all, he tries to shelter himself there. He sees that woman vampire with that little touch of blood. And of course, guys, he encounters the wolf. Eventually, the cavalry shows up. Literally, the cavalry shows up and saves the day for young Harker. But why does the cavalry show up? Good question. That's our good friend Dracula, and hence the title Dracula's Guest.